Hey guys, so I realized that my last video wasn't as detailed as it could have been, or as specific as it could have been, and I decided to do an updated video or a new video or whatever. What is Bullets for Everybody? Well, it's my campaign to try and make up for the really terrible availability of ammunition that we're currently seeing in the country today. I don't expect for even a second to be able to compete with the big boys, not right off bat, but in my state, in Oklahoma and the surrounding states, I expect to have an immediate positive impact. The plan is this: I raised $250,000. $50,000 of that goes to buying the equipment, building out the space, just the stuff to be able to start doing the business with, getting the second FFL license, the ITAR, paying the ITAR taxes, getting the product liability insurance, all that stuff, getting the presses, getting all this stuff ready to rock. The rest of the money is for components and for overhead. Now, overhead is great because I'm going to be subletting my space from my retail store. So that means my rent is half of what it would be. My utilities are half of what they would be. Internet, all that stuff. It's all cut in half. Salary, cut in half. I pay half my salary from my store, half my salary from the manufacturer. Everything's cut in half. So the overhead is way, way down. The fixed costs every month are relatively low, all things considered. I expect that by doing this and by manufacturing, what I'm going to manufacture to begin with is 3 calibers: 9mm, 40, and 45. 9mm being the highest demand right now, 45 being second, 40, it's in third place, okay? But the reason I'm going to go with 40, or I'm going to do 40, is because of law enforcement. A lot of law enforcement agencies are issuing 40 caliber service weapons, and part of my customer base is going to be smaller law enforcement agencies in my area. The 5 and 10 man departments that don't have a huge budget, kind of thing. And it means they're also easier to bid on those contracts. 9mm and 45 are going to go to going to be geared towards law enforcement as well. But I expect most of my 40 Smith & Wesson to go to law enforcement. I'm sure I'll sell some of it at gun shows and online and stuff, and in the store. But I expect that the bulk of the 40 is going to go to law enforcement. Now, why those 3? Well, it's the big 3. Okay, it's the 3 most popular handgun calibers, and especially 9mm being literally the most popular caliber on the planet. It's kind of a no-brainer. Do I have sources? I've been getting a lot of questions about that. Do I have sources for components? Yes, I do. Do I have a source for components in the hundreds of thousands of pieces? No, I don't. Okay, but I'm not going to be making hundreds of thousands of pieces. Okay, I'm talking about ordering enough for 50 or 60,000 rounds at a time. I expect it to be paying for itself inside of a year. I expect it to be operating at a profit inside of 18 months. And at that point, the sky's the limit. Okay, I firmly believe that with controlled growth, but constant, steady growth, but controlled growth, that in 5 years, maybe more, maybe a little more, 5 to 7 years, I firmly believe that I can move it into a much larger facility and buy the really big machines. The machines I'm talking about start at like $60,000 and go up to $500,000. And these are just loading presses. The machines I'm talking about for the beginning aren't that high tech, okay? But they're going to do the job, and they're going to do it well. They're 6-stage progressive presses, every single one of them, capable of doing 1,200 rounds an hour, maybe a little more, which is fine. It's perfect. As far as labor costs, well, there's me, and then there's going to be Rusty. Okay, I'm going to have him in there, obviously part-time, help me do this stuff and pack stuff. I expect to be going to gun shows with Well, all over Oklahoma. And the great thing about Oklahoma is that somewhere in Oklahoma on any given weekend, there's a gun show. I'm basically going to go anywhere within, say, a 6-hour one-way drive. So that covers pretty much all of Oklahoma with a couple of exceptions, a couple of small exceptions. Eastern Kansas, say up I-35 and east of I-35 all the way to the Missouri line, into western Missouri and central Missouri, into, say, central Arkansas, down into northwestern Louisiana and northeast and north central Texas is going to be where I'm going to be making personal appearances at gun shows. Okay, the rest of the sales are going to come from my retail store and a few local retail stores and the internet. So sites like Gunbroker and Arms List. Okay, for me to kind of reach out to people who are not in my state or in my region, who can't actually physically, drive to my store and buy from me. Once it turns profitable, probably at the 30-month mark, maybe 36-month mark, I expect to start actually manufacturing firearms as well. I have a lot of designs on the board. I have a lot of CAD files. I have a lot of stuff worked out to produce billet AR-15 complete rifles. I already have the agreement with a machine shop to do them, and they're going to be spectacular. But I got to take the money that I make from ammunition, while growing the ammunition business, funnel some of that off to actual firearms. But this video isn't about firearms right now. This is about ammo. Ammo for everyone. We all have guns. We all need bullets. I have the knowledge, the desire, the drive, and the skills to make this happen and to make a real dent, at least in my region, to make a real dent in the ammo shortage that we're going through right now. All I need from you guys is a little bit of financial backing. I have over 10,000 YouTube subscribers. If every single one of you donated $25, this would be over tomorrow. I would be very, very thankful. I would make an awesome video. I'd probably do a happy dance on video, but it'd be done. I wouldn't even have to talk about it anymore. The next video after that could be about setting up the machines and all that other stuff. The point is with 10,000 subscribers, there's no reason that this can't be done inside of a week as far as getting this funding. All I need for you guys to do is just help me out. All right? Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.